In the world of Witchfire, you will find yourself in a place where you are not wanted. A war is being fought, as kingdoms all over are being seized by witches and their harrowing magics, as they rend hundreds of souls from their bodies for their dark master. This is a war that is not being won, pushing these kingdoms to create what you are, a prayer, a witch hunter, a soldier who is taught how to use the very same magics that the witches do, as it's one of the very few ways to even stand a chance against them in this fight. And while it is necessary, it is a necessary evil to many, as doing this puts much ire upon you from those around you. However, there may be hope yet, as a ship was recently discovered, and the reason this ship bears importance is due to what it was carrying, an unknown yet powerful artifact, so powerful in fact that it supposedly may help win this war if it were retrieved from the wreckage of the ship. And this is where you come in. Tasked by the head of the church himself, you have been sent to retrieve this item and to give this world some sense of hope. Upon getting to the area of your target, you are weak, low on resources, as the journey at this point has taken its toll on you, making you use everything you had to get there alive. But you did get there alive, and now you find yourself in the Shrouded Hermitorium, an abandoned sanctum that became the base of operations that belonged to those that seemingly had the same goal as you. But something had cut both their work and lives short, likely the witches and her decrepit forces. As you survey your surroundings, taking in the environment that you will likely find yourself in for the months if not years to come, you make an effort to learn more about this place. The Shrouded Hermitorium opens into a blend of nature and ruins, as what once was had been broken down by the passage of time, allowing nature to weave its way back into the ruins, as none have come to call this place home in a very long time. Going further in, you find signs of former life, an apothecary, piles of old worn-down books, pages with notes of experiments littered throughout the entire area, and the area of work itself houses a myriad of bottles, flasks, and items used to create concoctions that some never thought could exist at one point. To the side, a large device of metal and heat used to create and brew the many liquids and forms of incense that will aid you in your time of need. At the edge of the area lies a place for resting, a fire to keep you warm as the waves of the ocean you sleep over crash against the island you call home now. Debris surrounds the simple wooden benches and pots for food and piles of chopped wood for the fire to consume every night. But above all else, this spot gives the perfect view of seeing your adversary's home. The moonlight beaming down on the peak of the mountain, casting its shadow down onto you as you see the place that will either grant this world its chance at salvation, or simply be your final resting place. By taking a flight of worn-down stairs that sit above this resting place, you will find the more important part of the Shrouded Hermitorium, the Sanctuary. This is where your magics and weapon may be strengthened to inflict retribution on the denizens of this island. An Ascension Shrine sits outside the front door, a place to use the physical remnants of the magic you gather to improve your mind, body, and soul. But on the grand doors of this former place of worship, you find a note from those long since passed. Their death is unknown despite a likely candidate. However, this note speaks of those that were once here, and how they cannot be saved as they are not immortal, but their vengeance is. And with this, you go past the grand doors to find a myriad of places to learn more about where you find yourself and to gain more strength. Tables hold items of various uses, the chairs and resting places thrown out of the way, showing that this place was an improvised home. A lone mirror hangs in the middle, held up and imbued with magic. Its cracked surface reflects a place you do not find yourself in, as it's wrapped in a mix of metal and rotten wood. The mirror is the titular item of this area, as the mirror is able to connect to a distant land, giving it the ability to give you more items to arm yourself with, as those on the other side can take whatever you provide to give you what you need. And even more lies beneath the surface of this place. But back at the entrance of this place you call home now lies a portal that leads to where your work truly begins. The first of many places you will find yourself in is the Island of the Damned, a small island sectioned by differences in the landscape. From the barren outer shores of the torn headland, the only thing populating it is the half-buried rocks sprinkled throughout the ground and the splintered trees spiking out of the sand. Leading past the shore lies the crypt, the fauna being one of the few things that had survived the witch and her magics. But this land is far from untouched by the witch. The old stone shrines and crypts are scattered throughout the area, making you wonder just how the witch got her army. And leading up to the peak of this island is the rock and gravel-stricken path that spirals up to the tower high ground and the tower itself, a tower which is guarded by terrible, powerful things. While this plot of land may be nothing more than a small island, do not be deceived, as it harbors more secrets than its size would allow you to believe. From the guarded treasures of the destroyed ships lining the coast, showing how unforgiving the ocean truly is to those that sail it, to the shrines and crypts of the forest, holding items and old forgotten wisdom alike, to the tower itself, holding a substantial item, powerful enough that the strongest forces on the island reside here to stop you. They won't, but they will try nonetheless. And on every corner of the island holds many of the witch's puppets, who have no other goal than to seek and eradicate you. Her goal is your death. Perhaps she knows why you are here, stopping you from finding the artifact, or perhaps she simply wants to take no chances and wishes to be alone to fulfill her dark desires without any interruptions. Regardless, she knows you are here, and she wants you gone, creating interim solutions to fight you, as every time you grow stronger through the shrine, she changes the layout and strength of her forces to adapt to you. As the more you push on an expedition, the more the witch pushes back, as stronger foes seek you out the longer you stay on the island, gaining even more of the witch's ire as she knows who and what you are. But this brings me back to the beginning. This is a world where you are not welcome. A witch will constantly seek you out, doing what she can to be rid of you. But at the same time, those that you fight for are unlikely to hold you in high regard. You are a witch hunter, trained to use the very same cursed magics that the witches are using to terrorize the lands. It is likely that many look at you with fear and disdain for what you use. And even still, in a world that's slowly being consumed by the witches and their miasma of magic, despite the kingdoms being lost and very little hope remaining, you still find yourself here, blessed by the head of the church himself. You have been tasked to get this artifact and to give this world some sense of hope, to give it a fighting chance. You fight against those that hate you, for those that look at you with the same distrust as the witches. You fight for a world where very few will likely ever take the time to thank you. Yet you are still here, and yet you still fight. So prayer, load your weapons, prepare your magics, and hunt these witches. Show them how terrifying it is to face another that wields the very same magics that they do, to put the same fear into them that they put into this world, and above all else, to give this world some small chance to one day in the future not ever need witch hunters again.